Live-o. This is the Creative Insight. We got Wycleef in the building. Let's go.
Sir. Yes.
Big up, man. Big up. You're back. Yes, it's true. You worked with us before, man.
Definitely.
Break the Bar.
Yeah.
How is it working with Break the Bar? Like, how is it doing that Break the Bar show?
That was pretty fun. It's the first time I've actually been asked questions about my songs. So that was. Sometimes I'm even thinking that when you ask me, like, why did I say that? I say it's kind of some of the things I had to freestyle. I'm thinking, it's not. I just said that for the sake of saying it, but yeah, man, that was a good thing, man. Like, it's a good thing you guys got going on. Like, you should keep pushing that.
Most definitely.
You know, the only thing that you see that's doing it on a big level is Genius, but you man are doing
Genius.
it. You man are doing it with young upcoming people, obviously. So that's sick. That's cool.
We want to keep it going as well.
Keep doing it, man. You guys got something proper going.
No, thank you, man. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah, come on, man.
And now, first of all, going back a bit, yeah. When did you get started in doing music? When did you get started doing music?
The earliest memory is probably year 7.
Year 7.
Yeah.
Wow. So you was writing from then.
I've been writing from then. Yeah. I remember. Yeah, year 7. I had every day. I think I still got that notepad actually, and I just used to write every day in that notepad. And then today they was on whack bars.
What was you writing about?
I don't even just like bullshit, just like typical rap, like I'm the best rapper, type thing. And then I remember just one, and I remember my first good rhyme. I was like, oh yeah, I've clocked it out. I forgot it's like young black boy trying to make it in, yeah, this shit runs through my veins, so I'm looking for this thing.
Jeez.
And if the bell rings, the fat lady sings, and I'll pay for the door with the face for the stitches. I grew up with no riches. I was like, that's what I was like, okay, cool. Now
you got something.
Pocket, yes. And then after that, I kind of just understood how to write bars now. And then the first time I actually recorded on a mic, because back then it wasn't easy. I'm saying back then I'm very old. I'm only 23, but back then studios weren't really accessible like that. And I didn't record in the studio until maybe I was in year 10, and that was a home studio. That was my boy's studio, Dan. And then from there, yeah.
And what ends did you grow up?
North side, man. North side, baby.
Which part of North?
Hornsey.
Okay, yeah.
I was born in Islington, and then I moved to Hornsey, and so yeah.
How was it growing up in Hornsey? Mo Stack is from that end, right?
Yeah.
So how was it growing up in Hornsey?
Hornsey was prior that I didn't live in like a community based area. Like I lived in like a basement house, and then going to Hornsey was like it was a council estates, but they were like houses but attached houses, so rows of houses, not like flats.
Right.
And that's the first sense of community that I've had. Like I loved it. Like every day, like you have people to play with. I never had anyone to play with back in my Fuji Park house.
Okay.
So
do you have siblings and stuff as well?
Yeah, but they're all girls. I'm the boy.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
youngest or?
I'm middle.
Okay.
Middle. Yeah. So then going live and moving to where I moved to was like, oh raw, like you got people my age, playouts, and then that's how I got introduced to like games like Runouts and Kirby and Bulldog and that, and like just like doing the kid stuff. I moved there when I was about 5.
Wow, so you was just playing out from a younger age like that, yeah?
It's 5, 6. And obviously it's a community and everyone's cool. So
everyone knows each other,
so, but that was probably one of the best times, like actually a sense of like community. And it's still the same now.
I was gonna say, do the people that you grew up with now, do you still talk to them to this day, or are they still in your life kind of thing?
Yeah. I see it all the time. Like I'm that wholesome guy. Like I see my neighbours shop, I help them. Like I'm that type of guy. So like I said, it's just community spirit. But everyone, obviously some people have moved out and done their whatever. But it's always been the same. It's always like it's like we're all community, innit?
And growing up in Hornsey, how did it inspire your music at all? Like stories that you've maybe got in your music, did where you grew up inspire it at all?
Maybe it does, maybe just like, cause maybe I could probably I can relate to these men that grew up in similar situations. You know what I mean? Like, you know, council estates. You know what you have in council estates: gangs, drugs. You know, that is what I could then relate to these man like gigs and them, because they're talking about from the ends. And to be fair, where I live close to, when people say, where do you live? I'll be like, haunted. Is that near Crouch End? And Crouch End is quite a nice area.
Oh, okay.
And it is, but go 2 minutes down the road and you're in my bit, and my area is nice, but obviously it just has stuff that any ends would have.
It's a divide, you say, divided kind
a
of
little bit, yeah. You do have like Crouch End, which is like where the more people with a bit of quality, and you got us lot, you know, we're just like, you know, normal working class. So that's what, that's really what it is.
And so when it comes to like making your music, obviously the area inspired you, but what else was your inspirations when I would say when you started getting into the booth and recording like that? Like what else was inspiring you at that time?
To the artist or just anything? In
the music, into the bars, even you as an artist as well.
Alright, what was inspiring me? I think I don't know, man. I just used to see like that was like the time when Link Up TV and GRM was starting to people were actually starting to blow off, like the Notes and all them, man. And you're seeing
Notes,
you're seeing all them, man, like young guys, like, man, and they're doing their thing now. They're doing all the shows, and that's inspiring. Like you see, man, like, and just being from North London, and we're in Tottenham right now. It's the home of Skepta,
Facts,
BBK, Heady One, and that. And these man, they're down the road for me, literally down the road for me. So it's been like raw, like their man are actually like normal Donnies, like, man. And they're selling out shows. They're going abroad, like fashion shows, ASAP Rocky, So I think that was what inspired me. That like this can actually happen. So like I feel like that period where there was a wave of young boys, like young guys, just coming through, cutting through, busting through, and they're just from the ends, like normal guys that you can just see them. Like that was what was sick. I think that was definitely one of my inspirations. Definitely.
And definitely I can definitely hear it. Definitely. And have you got any artists that you listen to regularly? Like, who's your favorite artist right now, would you say? From UK and maybe from North London, I'm going to say.
North London, definitely Skepta. Skepta growing up, because I started off grime. My first ever song was a grime song.
Right.
And I kind of had the series of dropping grime songs. And I used to, and that time, that was when Stormzy brought back grime as well. So we're talking
2012,
2012, 13, all that. So that's when grime had his thing, you know, Skepta had shut down, like that was that pit. So I was on my grime thing. Hard. So definitely Skepta, of course Chip. Chip's quite Chip was like
bars.
hood bars and a hood superstar. Like.
Yeah.
You can see him anywhere, innit? And you're like, that's Chip.
Okay.
Like, that's,
I
remember seeing Chip when I was like 8 in Heads Up in the barbershop in
getting the trim.
Getting the trim, normal guys.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So who else from North? Who else is from North? Obviously, of course.
OFB
Heady One.
Yeah.
Heady One. Dappy. Dappy's Northwest.
N-Dubs.
Yeah, Dappy's Northwest. Dappy's cold though.
You can do something that's not from North.
Yeah. I'm just going off.
Alright, not from North.
Just from London.
Yeah.
England.
Alright, cool. Okay, so you're just talking about anyone who's inspiring me now. Alright, cool. South, I would say Gigs, of course. Who else is from South?
About 6, 7.
Oh, they had their run back in the day. Yeah, they were cold. Yeah. But obviously, they wasn't my type of theme of music, because they were about that drill. Like I'll say they were the pioneers of that drill.
And coming on to that, where is your music at? Like, what sort of genre of music do you make?
I don't know. That's like my gift and my curse, I would say, because I don't even know it myself. I've got songs from, like I said, grime to like pop rock.
Wow.
And everything in between, and I can show you that. I can show you that, and they're bangs.
So basically, you can work with all type of genres then.
Definitely.
Versatile.
Very
versatile.
definitely.
So from grime, going on from, like you say, pop.
Yeah.
But when you say pop, as in like what kind of pop are we talking?
Like
Like commercial kind of sounding kind. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Commercial, Ed Sheeran-y.
Oh wow, nice.
Type stuff.
Yeah, and rock as well.
Yeah, like
heavy metal type, Iron Maiden.
Not that heavy, but like pop rock.
Yeah.
So it's a bit like it's got some like maybe some
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, that type of thing. Like, but yeah, like everything in between. Like, I got Afro songs, I got rap songs, I got Afro swing songs, I got R&B songs, I got drill. I got all. I got the advantage of having a home studio, so I can work on these type of things.
Oh, okay. You got a home studio.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think is better now? Home studio or going out to the booth and making music there, or just being in your yard chilling, get the idea?
Meditate on the beat, then I channel my chi. The whip automatic, controlling it manually. Peace came for stacking the paper and charging a fee for a rendered service. There's no way I'm working for free. Clever wordsmiths that moves like a locksmith, cause I break down keys that's sometimes monotonous.
Years off.
For me, I've got a home studio. I think as an artist, if you wanna, I said this in the Break the Bar, like if you wanna perfect your craft, I think you should invest in having your craft with you at whenever you can, so you can just go to it. Cause I feel like the idea, like stuff like this, like Parrot Studios, this is good because it's affordable for young people, you know, and whatever. But if you just want to just invest your money and you're really serious about your music, your craft, get a home studio, because you have that chance where you're not running on the clock, you know. You ain't got 2 hours to make a banger. You know what I mean? But most artists know that it doesn't really happen like that.
It's a time process.
It's a time process. Like, you gotta, you know what I mean? If you're lucky, you go in the booth, the DJ puts on the song. Again, you're working on the time. A DJ drops a beat, you spit in it, and then whatever, it becomes what it comes. Then you get lucky in it. But for most of the time, songs don't come easy. You gotta take your time with it.
Facts.
Some people are quick writers, some people are slow writers. You just know what type of artist you are. But I think regardless, if you see most artists, if you look at their house, they've got home studios.
Yeah. And
you know what I mean?
Does that help with like your writing process as well?
Definitely.
So when you have an idea, you can just literally go, jump out of bed, get in this, like literally just record from there.
Literally. That's exactly what I do.
And also for people that maybe other aspiring artists, they haven't got a studio. Like, what's your advice, equipment wise? So first of all, do you mix and master your own sound?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mix, master, yeah.
So then, someone that's trying to do what you're doing, build a home studio, could you recommend any equipments, or like what would someone need to get started, like build their home studio? What's like the basic things they need, like just to get started?
Well, you need a mic stand.
Mic stand, right.
Audio interface, a computer. Doesn't need to be a Mac computer. It can be like any computer, just as long as you can get recording software. So like, I use Logic, but obviously there's others. There's Pro Tools, there's Fruity Loops. Before I had this idea that you need studio monitors, but I don't think you really need that too tough. I've got them, but I don't
So
think
headphones.
you need it. And of course headphones. So it's like, how much did I spend on mine? I think I spent like altogether like £250.
Wow,
which is pretty cheap.
And what about soundproofing though?
Soundproofing, get noise shields. Those nice noise and a pop filter, of course.
Wow.
But you got like those eyeball things that you can stick on the mic that just works just the same.
Okay.
So it's got a pop filter in front of the mic, and it's like a ball, and it's got the filtering foam around it. You've probably seen it.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
so
about.
you
Yeah.
literally just stick it on the mic, and it's got the pop filter there, and it's all around it. It's the foaming, so it insulates the sound.
Okay, so there you go. That's what you need. So someone that's getting started out.
Yeah, and they're roughly cheap. They're not too expensive.
You spent like £250.
From what I remember, yeah.
Wow. See, there you go. So it's not like
it's not
out of this world crazy prices, you know.
It's not. If you can, obviously, everyone's got different situations, but you know, I think if you could just put aside £250, whatever you work, you know, just put that aside and just build it. You got it. I think the most expensive thing that I got was my laptop, a Mac.
Oh. And
at the time I was at uni and I had the student finance, and I was like, yeah, I might as well just cop a Mac, and I had the student discount on it, so it was like only like a bag. So yeah, that's the only expensive thing for me. But like I said, you don't need you should get a decent computer, not get like a crappy computer, like a computer and a hard drive. A hard drive.
Portable hard drive.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
So then, when it comes on to your mixing and mastering now, what softwares would you recommend for somebody? So somebody that uses a Mac and somebody that uses a PC, which software would you recommend for recording, mixing, and mastering for Mac and PC?
I don't really know what. I guess it's the same for PCs. I can only talk for Macs, but the softwares I use for mixing and mastering is Waves and Isotope, Omnisphere. I think Isotope's for mastering. Waves has got the mixing plugins and that. So yeah, that's all you really need, especially for a home studio.
Nice.
So,
okay. Yeah. Cool. That sounds good. So basically, and the software, like, how much should somebody looking to invest in their softwares when they're just starting up? They're wanting to learn, like, do they have it as like a monthly subscription, or do you buy it outright, or go with the free trial, surf around a bit?
The correct thing to say is to buy it, but I'm just saying I didn't go that route.
BitTorrent.
You know, you said it, innit? I didn't say it. You said it. I didn't say it. You said it. Where
by any means, man.
Yeah,
by any means.
You got those softwares. Yeah. I luckily have people that also, you know, that got it, and they can just put it on my laptop.
Yeah.
So, but if you know, you know that you know. Okay. There's ways to get
it. That's it. And then the main thing is they want to find the one that's right for them.
Yeah.
That works for them.
Yeah.
So is it more about the interface of the software, or is it when you're learning? I mean, like, is it more about learning the interface or the technicalities of it? Like, this button, this changes this tone of this.
I can't even give you an answer for that because it's music is music. You just gotta just what you feel.
More of a feeling.
I mean? It's not even. I don't like to go into the technicalities of those type of things. I think it's just what you feel. And any other mixing engineer, like my boy Dan told me, like, there's no way that you can. There's like, it's what sounds nice to you. What might sound nice to me might not sound nice to you. Wow, that's the whole thing. Like, every song on Apple Music isn't mixed the same. Every engineer has mixed it differently because that's the way they engineer is subjective to you. So some people might say there's probably an engineer out there that thinks Dr. Dre's mixing is whack. But you know, Dr. Dre's one of the greatest. Probably isn't whack, but Dr. Dre is you know what I mean. So it's all to you. It's all to your ears. All to your feeling. That's you
gotta go with the vibe of the track as well. I guess.
Yeah,
it's being creative with the process, not being limited to.
Yeah, don't be. It's creativity. You can't. Things are not have to be done like this. That's just not how creativity works. It's how you interpret it. It's how you feel about it. So,
and moving on from the audio to the visuals, like, how do you go about creating your visuals? Do you come up with a concept, reach out to a director, or do you give the creative freedom to the director and go that way?
Check the quality and workflow. JV8, yeah, we're doing loads. In the booth, I'm in a different mode. Take a flight, I'm in a different zone. Check the quality and workflow. JV8, yeah, we're doing loads. In the booth, I'm in a different mode.
I like to be quite involved in my videos because I like to put what's in my videos. I like it to be something that I'm comfortable being shown. So that's why I try and make every idea I look at, I'll be like, am I right doing it on camera? Am I right?
Oh yeah.
Am I right doing whatever on camera. That's how I feel. So I try to be as much involved, and of course I'm not like I don't take ideas from the director. I'll definitely take director because I'm, you know what I mean. It's a collaborative process. So yeah, so usually I just look at references. I look at a lot of videos of that's been done before, and then I just try to like put my own twist on it, type of thing.
Do you go with like? Do you prefer modern type visuals or like the 90s? Because you know you got like directors like Hype Williams that done a lot of videos in like the 90s and early 2000s, or do you go like the more recent style of video?
I think like for guys with like obviously Hype Williams was an era, so I think if you're gonna go with that concept, it will always be nostalgia. So when you're gonna go with those type, it's always gonna be right. That looks like a 2000s video.
Yeah.
That looks like a old school thingy video. That's the benefits about looking at man like Hype Williams. But with now the way videos now, obviously there's a lot more money, a lot more budgets. You could be a bit more creative, you know. So it all depends on what the song is telling me, which direction to type of go.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I can say about that.
And Wycleef, bad it up. I just get my producer to slap on the beat, then I get in the booth and I bad it up. So ever since I heard that song, like I've been singing it, you know.
Yeah,
I got it on my I got it on my Spotify as well. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it,
So
bro. That's
man.
That's a banger.
And like when you did the Break the Bar for that, I was like, yeah, this one.
Yeah.
That one. So that with that track, and like the video, who's the mandems in it? Were they your
those are
family and
those are my school guys.
Okay.
Man that I've known from year 7. And like it's Bad It Up isn't a crazy looking video. It's a very
it looks fun, like you enjoy it, you was having a good time.
That's all it was like. I think videos should be that, like I don't think it should be like as if it's like a joke, because the video's just like you're just putting visuals to audio, and you should try and make it as fun as possible.
Yeah.
You know, like, and especially if you make it like a thing where it's like a type of way, I feel like the other people that in your video might not feel like, you know what I mean? Like, just vibe, just chill. Like, I don't need you to be like doing something crazy, and just be there, just be enjoying,
there,
chilling.
Yeah.
That's it, innit? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I'm the artist, you know. I need to show myself, but you guys don't need to do too much. If you want to, there's no problem with it.
Yeah.
But, you know what I mean? So.
That was a good look, man. And the video was the other video. There was like a dancer in there. I think I saw one.
Yeah.
So how did that video come about, and how did that song come about as well?
That song I made, I think in 2019. You're talking about All on Me.
Yeah.
That song, that was the like first time. Like I said, like, see, Bad It Up is like a trap rap song, and All on Me is dancehall. It's like dancehall, innit? So the inspiration behind that video I just heard this beat, I was like, raw, this beat's hard. Jumped on it, turned out good. I was like, yo, I feel like this song will be good that if it had like a dancer. And luckily, I know a dancer. Like,
okay, cool.
She her friend went to the same uni as me, and and I remember I was speaking to her. I was like, what, would you ever be in a video? She was like, no. I was like, okay. Then they left it. And then a couple years down the line, I see that she was really putting up dance. I'm like, yo, like, can you actually like be like, not on no vixen thing?
Yeah.
Like, just do your thing, innit? Just dance to the song, innit? That's what I mean. And she was down for it. And then she looked sick.
Yeah. The part was played well.
Yeah. She was cold. Like, I see she's doing a lot more big stuff now.
A shout her out, man.
Yeah. Mo.
Yeah. Big up Mo.
Yeah.
Big up.
Yeah, she's cold.
And now when it's like when it comes to picking a video, picking a videographer or a production team to shoot your video, like for other artists out there, how do you go about finding a quality video guy to make your visuals?
I've stuck with this guy, my guy Visuals Dom, for time. He's been, I've only ever used 2 videographers, but my go-to is Dom, man. He's cold, man. He's definitely someone to look out for in the future. He's a very, 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 very good. Because his whole thing is like clean,
Clean cut.
He's
Yeah.
clean. His videos are clean.
Did he shoot Bad It Up and
He shot
All
Bad
of
It
Me?
Up. He shot All of Me. He shot.
And those have two different vibes as well. So I can see
Yeah.
that he's versatile.
Yeah, he's versatile, and yeah, like me and him, we go back and forth, we work good. He's my
Yeah,
guy,
yeah,
man.
good,
I
good.
appreciate him. So yeah, he
Yeah.
shot most of my videos, and he always does a good job on them.
Mhm.
And like most videographers, I hear like they don't let the artists edit with them.
Oh,
So
the artist edit with the videographer.
I edit with him.
Oh,
'Cause
good,
I know
good,
him on a
good.
personal level. So
Yeah, yeah.
he lets me edit at his
Wow.
spot. So yeah, he's a good.
Nah,
he's
that's
cool,
good. You
man.
can be able
Visuals
to-
done, man. Cold guy.
Visuals Dom.
Visuals by Dom.
Visuals
Dominic,
by Dom.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Big up,
Yeah.
man. Big up. And yeah, so when you're okay, cool. So how did you meet? How did you link up with Visuals by Dom?
How do we link? I think he was just like, he was local. He's from North, so he was local. So he was shooting a couple of videos, like, cause I got a guy, I got a mate that does music, Eric IV, and he was shooting his early stuff. He shoots his stuff now, and yeah, it's just like networking. I was like, yo, like I'm an artist as well. You want to shoot my video? Like, yeah, cool. And then yeah, he shot my first video wet. My first video wet.
Yo.
Yeah, he shot that video, and then after that, I was like, you know what? It's like we got a good thing here.
Mhm.
Let's just keep working, innit?
Keep working,
And we
yeah.
just keep working, and as the years gone on, he's gotten better. He's got a bunch of equipment. So yeah, he's doing his thing, man.
No, you have to build it from like starting out. You just continue building with the same. I think it's better like that when the artist and the video director or the team,
Yeah.
they both kind of keep working on together rather than the artist work with this video, then that videographer. If they work with the
Yeah.
same person, then they're both able to understand each other's more,
Yeah.
each other's work more. The videographer is able to understand how the artist likes their visuals, and the artist is able to understand how this team, how they work, what's their working process like, you know. So it just becomes more familiar, easier working process as well. So.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Yeah. And when it comes to finding beats, do you make the beats as well?
That's one of my goals, like this year, to like
Yeah.
to have a song that's fully produced by me. But as of now, I get beats from all over the place. Like I buy them off YouTube. I got guys that produce. But that's definitely one thing that I want to get into. I feel like I can do, like, if you ask me who does I do my cover art, so I make some master my songs, like engineer myself, I record myself. The only thing I haven't done properly yet is produce myself.
Produce the
If
beats.
I could do all of those other things, I can definitely produce.
I think you could, man. What type of beats would you want to make for yourself?
I wouldn't limit myself. I'll make all types of beats. I'll make all types of music. I'll make all types of music.
Wow. So there you go, man. And now, so let me see. So now that you've done Bad It Up, that was the most recent music video.
No,
Was it the
my
most recent
one was local.
Okay, the most recent video, local.
Yeah.
And after that, what's gonna be the next stage for you after this? What's the next plan?
Videos, shows. Now that the world is kind of going back to normal, it opens up the environment for me to do shows, go to events and whatever. So that's the plan for this year. And of course, just music.
And more music, man.
Yeah.
More and more and more.
Come on, man.
This whole
definitely,
year has to be visuals, consistency.
pushing P.
Yeah, that's it. That's how we're doing it, man. That is how we're doing it. So, yeah, man, that's been the Creative Insight Show
Yeah.
in the podcast settings.
Mm-hmm.
Big up Wycleef, man, for coming through.
Up, man. Shout
Shout
out
out
JV8
yourself.
Studios, Joshua, Ace. Yeah, man. Just keep looking out for, man. New content, new stuff coming out, man. This is my year. I'm gonna try and get a little buzz this time, man. So we wait and see. Instagram, Wycleef everywhere pretty much. TikTok, Twitter. Yeah, man. So new music, videos, content, bangers, shows. That's the plan for this year, man. So we'll see. We'll leave it up to God, man. We get it out there.
Amen. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Creative Insight, live.